Good morning, good night, good evening. Well, I think I said it correct. I know that you are watching us globally, and thank you for staying there with us in this season 4 of Star Darbar. I am so excited, privileged, honored to be with Dr. Kiran Bedi, the super cop, the first woman IPS officer of India. One more time in your favorite show, Star Darbar. So let's welcome her again. Kiranji, your book, Fearless Governance, is a wonderful read. I want to quote a line from there because I think that I have to, because then you can explain it more. But the line goes like this, that in my responsibility as Lieutenant Governor of Pondicherry, I overhauled and re-immigrated moribund systems. Pondicherry needed an authentic and fearless command. There were many powerful vested interests, and we will dig into more details. But overall, how was making amends to Pondicherry?
How was making amends to Pondicherry? Well, all that was required. As I start to work, I start to see, read, feel, talk, learn, and kept correcting what needed to be corrected. And not say, ye to hota hai, ye to chalta hai. Not, not accepting things as they are, but as we should be. Where it was in my powers to change, I made the efforts to change, improve. Where there was dishonesty, I tried to bring honesty. Where there was insensitivity, I tried to bring sensitive functioning. Where there was lack of skill, I tried to bring training.
Mhm.
Where there was lack of accessibility, we became accessible. Where there was no listening or no systems, we brought in technology systems to respond. So it depends. Where there was no water, we brought water. Where there was no water, we brought water. What I'm saying is, according to situation, as each day came with its own listening and learning, we changed and improved matters. We had grievance redressal system where you could write and get a response and also get action on whatever is your complaint, whatever is your grievance concerning administration or sense of insecurity amongst. We tried to attend. Everything was, it was a sensitive management and governance, providing visible field leadership.
How much really fearless you were when you were the lieutenant governor in Pondicherry that time, because, well, the name of the book is Fearless Governance, but how much fearless you were at that time, because like, haven't you ever thought that something can happen to you, or like anything is possible, right? So wasn't you like scared, or something that went into your mind at the time?
I can say is that I was effective. It's not that I was not afraid. I would fear wrongdoing. I would not fear what I need not fear, but I was effective, very effective in decision making, as much sense of responsibility.
Mm.
So why should I be afraid of doing the right thing? Because I should only be afraid of not doing the right. But the point is, my approach was, I must do the right thing because that's what I'm for. If I don't protect government money, if I do not ensure integrity in financial management, then who will? Why should I be afraid if politicians will be annoyed? Why? It should not be. That's a use. That's not to be feared. In fact, that's your responsibility to be effective. So why should I be afraid of right decisions from the responsible office? I shouldn't be. So all I can say is I was effective. I was afraid that people may not get underserved.
Mm.
So my fear was for right thing and not for the wrong thing. If I was, so probably you may not use the word fear. I was apprehensive that I may not be found wanting to serve the people. And effectively doing all that benefits them for larger good, because that's what I'm there for. And sure enough, by our honest functioning, We saved crores of rupees from being wasted and going down the drain of the government monies by doing direct transfers. And very good, perfect timing was that the government of India of today had
Mhm.
brought in a policy of direct transfers to the bank accounts and Jan accounts of the citizens of the people. So money could not get leaked out. Money could get transferred, wire transferred of all the incentives directly rather than being handled through bookkeeping. By the time we had started the schemes of direct bank transfers, since every Indian citizen now had a Jan bank account.
Mhm.
Many times so even if certain categories of people wanted the money to be not going through bank accounts, we made sure. So it was being effective for what it was important for the people of Pondicherry. That's what my responsibility was. And that's the responsibility of any manager and leader in that place. To be fearless in doing what is right for the people at any cost. And for that, you need not be afraid. You have to be tough in decision making, not courageous, tough, effective, and be honest.
Loved that idea, because this is such a great time to talk about that, because we are celebrating Indian Independence Day. And Kiranji, like at that time, I was little when you were in Delhi and making histories, and um, but my parents, my grandparents, because that time the newspaper was a big thing in any household, and it was like, and every newspaper used to talk about you, your work, and how much fearless you are, and what you are doing. You are just taking people away and trying to do so many reformation and stuff like that. And in a lot of newspapers, they used to love to call you as Crane Bedi. So now the Crane Bedi and Kiran Bedi. And how was this? I can say that. Have you ever felt that you will come this far to protect others, or to give life to others, or showing others that how much valuable they are if they have, I mean, the good interest in their own life?
Well, you will respond, Ragini, you respond to situations as they come. Many postings came my way. I responded accordingly. We talked about the prison. I responded to heal it. Now you're talking about the traffic police. I decided to be ruthless. See, in one place you're being fully compassionate, and in this place you're being ruthless. Why? Because you that was the need of the hour. We were heading for Asian Games, traffic management, and you had unruly people who would not follow the traffic laws. What do you do with them? Then you effectively enforce traffic laws. And I used to bring the cranes to tow away their wrongly parked cars. And in those years, the cars only belonged to the rich. It was not everybody's car. Till
Mm.
1985, till the Maruti revolution came, only the rich had ambassadors and the Fiats. Nothing else. Nobody else had ambassadors and Fiats. And I was DCP traffic in 1982 for the Asian Games. And the Maruti revolution came in 1985. And the 90th Asian Games were 1982. So what do? Can I just keep requesting? No. Then I showed them the law, the rule. And we took away the wrongly parked cars, and most of these cars were of the VIPs, the bureaucrats, the rich
Mhm.
businessmen, the
Mhm.
wealthy people who could own a car. Ordinary middle class person could not own a car at that time. Till Maruti came and you could afford to buy a car because Maruti was at a reasonable cost.
Mm.
So that's why I got the name Crane Baby, because I was ruthless. And in prisons, I got the name called Karuna Baby. And here I got the Crane Baby. See how things changed.
So
But
true, so
whatever
true.
was required to be done was done. That time I was not afraid that what if I'm being effective, I might get transferred. Well, so be it. Whatever I have it before me, I have to first do justice and not be afraid to be transferred.
Mm.
I will do what I can do with what is my responsibility now. Powers that be can do what they can, what they want to. If they wanted work to be done, well, this is the only way. It's up to them. I don't choose my postings. I don't appoint myself in the government. You don't appoint yourself. In business, you appoint yourself as CEOs and managers. In government, you get appointed. The only power which you have is what do you do with what you are appointed for,
Mm.
as
Absolutely.
long as you have it. Your tenure is also not firmed up. Your tenure is not fixed. You may be there for
What?
a few days, you may be there for a few months, or maybe for years. Some postings that happened. You might get transferred overnight without any warning and without any notice, you just get posted. So the only thing which is in your hands is what you do with what you get.
What are the 10 commandments, I can say, that can come from you to live a fit and beautiful life?
I think the first commandment is first to yourself, because you are the one who's leading your work. You are the one who's leading your life. The first thing is, who are you? Who are you? And what are you for? And why are you there? And what's your purpose? So is you have a first, so the commandment would be first to yourselves. The you, the person, you, the human being, you are the supervisor, you, the leader. So first is the person. Who are you? You take care of yourself. What are your intentions? What's the purpose of whatever you're doing? Who are you doing for? Then comes working for the people, working through a team, giving them the recognition, giving them their due, serving them correctly, being accessible, listening to them, all the time finding solutions for them. These are commandments at work, and these are personal commands. So your personal commandments, how you conduct your personal commandments, have a very big bearing on your professional commandments, or I would say personal responsibility towards yourself impacts your the way you conduct as professional responsibilities for the people at large. A disorganized man or a person cannot be organized at work.
Mm.
If I'm not hardworking, how can I expect good work or hard work from my juniors? If I'm dishonest myself, how can I expect honesty from my juniors? If I'm not fair in my own feelings, my own intentions, how can I expect fairness from others? So I think it's about your personal life, righteously led, leads to righteous professional life as well. So how you command yourself makes you command your profession that well. If you command yourself in an organized way, you are very good, or you're organized even at work, you know your professional skill. Of course, by this time you're skilled, you're trained, so you conduct you conduct the personal, your professional with great skill. So you emerge as a great leader.
Mm.
The spirit within becomes a spirit at work.
Understood. Of course, of course. Kiranji, there was a movie on you, as you say that before earlier, that movies and the books, they only stay back when you are not there. Absolutely. So that movie was like your character was played by Vijay Shantiji, and we see a picture of both of you together in one garland. And how was that feeling when you really saw that your life has been on the silver screen? And like I can say that that also motivated people, because the way you feel you did, and the way you just mentioned the word courage and fearless. So what was your thought at that time?
Well, I thought that I'd spent already 35 many years in policing, many years in policing, as a sense of duty, and every day was a new challenge. And here, Vijay Shanti acts in the film called Kartavyam, it is called Kartavyam, or she was also called Vijay Shanti IPS. It was in Hindi in Kartavya and IPS, Vijay Shanti IPS in Telugu. And she got a national award for one incident of my career. One incident she enacted. One incident. And here my life had been every day an incident. How that movie made on one incident of my life, which she reenacted and lived her life around it. She was nationally awarded. So I saw the difference between Bollywood and real life. Real life, every day you are challenged and tested. In Bollywood, you pick up one incident of her life and you enact it well and live it well, you get an award. And I saw that. I was very happy to see that. But she did it so well. She prepared herself to be an IPS officer, conduct herself very well as a woman, and then pick up one challenging incident of my life. And then also there was an added fiction to it, but there was a base. The idea came from that life, about that incident of a particular strike which I faced. And then she enacted that leadership role in that incident. And she got an award. And I'm so happy for that she did. So Bollywoods are about one or two incidents of life, whereas life every day is an incident.
Such a beautiful way to say it. Such a beautiful way to say it. These days, we always see AI into different things, right? Even writing, and no one, I think, used the skill of writing like by themselves. Well, not about you, but I think this generation, everyone is using the AI for even video making. So, do you think that AI is going to really help to manage crime or in that area more?
Artificial intelligence both is a boon and a bane. It's a boon because it speeds up work. It speeds up work. It also makes it more authentic. It has an evidentiary value. It is also objective. If it's fed well, there can be errors. Like for instance, cyber security. The bane is cyber theft, cyber crimes. That's a bane. The boon is cyber security. If you have better technology, you can take care of your IT tools. But on the other hand, you also have cyber thieves using the same technology when they hash your accounts. One protects your accounts, the other hashes your accounts. One protects speed money, the other steals your money. But I think the larger good is more, while the challenge is high. So we had to go along with building rail guards as we build information technology, constantly make rail guards, and so that we can protect as much as we can, to stay alert and to be ahead of the cyber thieves, then get dropped. But our forensics and intelligence in criminology, face descriptions, the data banking, the algorithms, I think the record keeping, the data usage is very beneficial for crime prevention. Today, video cameras and its analysis is very helpful in tracing criminals. Very helpful. It's all artificial intelligence, where it recognizes the face and links it with the past records, which is already in the data. Otherwise, you keep doing it manually and you will run out of time. So it gives you speed. It gives you skill, both speed and skill. If you don't use it well, everything has a flip side, which can be used or abused. So you just have to focus more on use and build rail guards, see that abuse is minimized. And if it happens, you have the capability of detecting it.
Absolutely, absolutely, Kiranji. You never worked in your life for any award. You never worked in your life for any rewards. You just saw the life with your own values, with your own morality. But yet you got the prestigious award from Philippines. And um, like how was that moment when some other country is coming and recognizing your effort?
I think it's a credit to the country. It's credit to India that Indian work done in Indian conditions by an Indian is recognized overseas. It's credit to the country. And the world is global today. All that we do travels travels the length and breadth of the world. And if it's a good idea, technology has brought us together, so the work travels. And if it's recognized from outside, I think it's very creditable for that particular country. That's how I
Your
see it.
I mean, because you always made us proud being an Indian, and I'm overseas also for so long time. But when we take names of who are the ideal people that we should follow, and I think that your name comes along because of, yes, your vision, your mission, the way you have really tried, I can say, to not to save the world but to save India. And of course, so it is really amazing the way you do it. I will come a little lighter point now, where I can ask you that we know that you love to play tennis, but what are your other hobbies that you really love to do when you're not working? I know you are like working 24 hours a day because you just want to do so many different things and encourage others, but what are your main hobbies that you'd love to do?
I love long walks. I love watching very good programs, sessions on YouTube.
Hmm.
There are very good sessions today on YouTube. YouTube today is very, very creative. It gives you what you're looking for. It's artificial intelligence even there. Whatever you're subscribing all the time and whatever you're watching, the YouTube does a great mix for you. So you switch on your YouTube and you find that the same kind, what you're looking for is already there. So I listen to YouTube sessions, lively debates, lessons from philosophers, the Ramakrishna Mission, and many others. I love those discourses which I get. It's just very creative. YouTube is today very creative. It's very educative. And it really educates you. You can learn from it, you can inform yourself, you can entertain, and you can also even participate. I also use the YouTube to run my demonstrative learning channel to reach out to the world on book reading for the children. And we also do iconic interviews called Bachi program. Once a month, we do with icons of India and some of the best icons, the Nobel laureate in India, etc. All been had a very good 1 hour chat show with me called Bachi. So I also use, and that's also a YouTube channel. But I love reading and listening to YouTube channels, whether it's spiritual or it's news or it's debates or it's lessons of life or it's discourses. I just love them. In fact, when I go for a walk, I listen to any one YouTube channel and walk along. It's so educative a walk.
Your words to the youth.
They must know it's not an endless life. They've got limited time on earth. The choice is theirs, what they do with it. The earlier they recognize that it's a limited time we get. And in this limited time, we can liberate ourselves and also entangle ourselves. We can liberate ourselves by responsible behavior. And we can entangle ourselves by irresponsible deeds. The choice is ours. It's a life they have to live. If they live it well, they will enjoy the life. If they mess it up, they'll suffer it. But they'll not suffer alone. The nation suffers. Family suffers. Because every one of us has an impact on the others and our environment. But if we lead productive, responsible, healthy lives, we are a strength to our families, to our country, to the our communities, to the society as a whole. A healthy nation, healthy youth makes a healthy nation. And if large majority or a strong majority or large percentage of the youth goes into unhealthy and irresponsible behavior, it weakens a nation. It weakens the families. So the youth must realize that time flies. Time and tide wait for no man. So if they live it well, they will live it as it's a chance of a lifetime. They can liberate themselves by good deeds, by karmic bank accounts, as Bhagavad Gita says. Karmic account, karmic bank account, because every action of ours goes into a bank account of karma. So if they become conscious of their karmic bank account, they will not lose a single day. But if they feel, oh, baad mein dekhenge, they will be bankrupt by the time they become senior. There will be no karmic bank account. It will be bankruptcy. So they'll live a dependent life because they'll have nothing of their own to fall back on. Whether it's character, whether it's goodwill, whether it's reputation. I'm not only talking in terms of money, I'm talking of karmic goodwill, friends, family, reputation, character, beliefs. So I think that's it. So in the end, as we grow older, what do we bank on? We bank on support systems. They will be with you if you deserve them, if you've earned them, and you've been with them when they needed you. Then they will come to you when you need them. Because life is independent and yet very interdependent. So karmic bank account should start from day one of the youth, as soon as they realize we all have a karmic bank account.
Such a beautiful way to say it, Kiranji, and we really, 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 we are thankful to you for giving us this beautiful opportunity to meet you again, to talk about you, to know you more. And I know that my viewers, they're all thrilled so much to meet you, to talk to you. And I don't want to let you go, because now I feel that I will ask you that why not you read us a book, because the way you explain things, the way you write things, I just love that. I just feel like a child when I read all those things, and I feel like, oh, why I am not there, because I love to read books, and I just love to be with someone who can transform your thoughts, who can take you in a different league, to think that, hey, this is not wrong, this is right. Because sometimes we really feel like, I feel at least, the two words, that weakness and goodness, there is a thin line between these two. And I think that people like you can motivate us and others in that mission, that, well, you are good, but you are not weak. So that is the matter. Thank you so much, Kiranji, for being here with us. And we really appreciate. And thank you, friends, for staying here and giving us the blessing to start season 4. And I'm really happy and I'm really excited, because this season we're going to see, meet, and talk to different people from different arena. And it will be a fantastic journey again with all of you. And Kiranji, thank you so much for being here with us. And you always stay blessed, and please bless us that we can feel who we are, and we show the goodness and not the weakness.
Thank you, and thank you, Sharad, you, Raagiini, and you, and Sharad, for this glorious time. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I know that we want to be you. I know that we want to get courage. We want to get more, I can say, strength from you. But Kiranji and my viewers, we have to go, because I know this is something so special for me that I really cannot tell you more. But the way you say the words to the youth, that's really commendable. And I hope that they're listening and they're following what you were saying, and they will follow. And I would love to request that to all the parents out there, that if you can really motivate your child to what Kiranji just spoke about, I hope that you all have a blessed week and a great night. I am going to come back again next week, same time, same day. Do not miss your favorite show, Star Darbar, only with Ragini.